Welcome to Urban Teacher TV. This week I'm going to be interviewing Russ Shaw from Tech London Advocates. So welcome Russ Shaw to Urban Teacher TV.
Thank you.
So who is Russ Shaw?
Russ Shaw. Russ Shaw is the founder of Tech London Advocates. We are a private sector, not-for-profit group of leaders, entrepreneurs, founders, investors, all coming together to promote London's emerging technology sector.
What is Tech London? Because there's so much confusion around the word and what it actually means.
Yes, but what we've seen over the past few years is that a whole new wave of digital and technology companies have been growing and emerging. We talk about startups, we talk about scale-ups in a variety of sectors. We're introducing new companies that are in the creative tech space, or health tech, or retail tech, or we use the term fintech for financial technology. These are all great companies that are disrupting traditional industries, but also using digital and technology in ways in which other organizations have either ignored or not been using, and creating new markets, building new products and services.
So in terms of Tech London Advocates, how did that first start? What gave you the passion to set that up?
Yeah, I had the idea about 3 years ago. I saw our national government promoting the technology sector here in London. I saw Mayor Boris Johnson out there talking about tech. So I saw national government and city government, but I was saying, but wait a minute, the private sector has got to play a really important role here. You know, we're the ones with the ideas, we're the ones with the funding, we're the ones who have the creativity to build the future businesses in technology. And I just felt we needed to have a community that would help each other, that would connect with each other, that would open doors, that would make introductions to each other. And that's how tech clusters work around the world, and I felt we needed that for London.
Because what I see with Tech London Advocates is fast growing and it's moving at a very quick pace. So can you just tell us about that journey from 3 years ago to what it is now?
Yeah, so I launched this in April 2013 at a place called Central Working in Shoreditch. And we've gone from no one to nearly 2,400 advocates today. I ask advocates to be on message about London tech. I ask them when ready to introduce new advocates. So the group is free to join. It's open to anyone, but you come in through advocate introductions. And I ask advocates to adopt the ethos of helping one another for the greater good. We have over 20 working groups now that are focused on areas like education and the importance of digital skills, on immigration policy, on London's infrastructure, whether it's broadband or property prices. We have a group focused on women in tech. How do we get women and create greater diversity in technology? All of the working groups on fintech, creative tech, all pushing the startups and scale-ups in those sectors.
And what's some of the amazing things you've been seeing in this journey?
Oh, it has been a remarkable journey, Mark. The people that I meet, the leaders, the founders, the dynamos, people like yourself who come at this with enthusiasm and passion for building digital skills and making London a world-leading technology city is fantastic.
So say if I'm someone in my bedroom hearing about Russ Shaw now and hearing about Tech London Advocates, I'm a startup business. How can they get better plugged into this tech city movement or Tech London movement?
Yeah, sure. We have our website is techlondonadvocates.org.uk, and every advocate is listed on the website. So if you go onto the Advocates tab, you'll see alphabetically who's in the group. Inevitably, you'll probably know someone. Reach out to that person and say, introduce me to Russ, I want to become a Tech London advocate. All of the information about the group is on the website. That advocate will connect us. I'll send a welcome email and you're in TLA.
Because one of the amazing things that I heard at one of the Tech London Advocates events is ironing, sharpening, ironing, where in the women's tech group, women were working together and the three of them kind of paired off and actually created something
fintech circle, that's right.
So this shows the power of London now, where in terms of partnering up with each other and working alongside the bigger and wider goal. Why is partnership so important in this space?
Well, I think if we're going to build this vibrant technology sector, people need to come together and collaborate. And people might have different agendas, but when you bring those agendas together, I'll go back to maths, but I'll distort it. 1 + 1 = 3, or 1 + 1 = 5. The power of partnership really expands and showcases what people can do in terms of building new businesses, creating new technologies, and getting out there with an important voice that says, London's technology sector is the fastest growing sector in London's economy. We want people from all walks of life to be part of this sector. Sometimes people have deep engineering and technology skills, and there are people like me who have very limited engineering and technology skills. It doesn't matter. All types are welcome. We'll bring people into this growing technology tent, and hopefully there'll be lots of opportunities for people.
So within the Tech London Advocates, it's much bigger than London, right? It's focusing on, as you said, the greater good to help and solve solutions. I'd love to hear more about how Tech London Advocates is actually expanding overseas and doing some amazing work over there.
Yes, well, of the 2,400, we have over 400 overseas advocates. And these are people across Europe, in North America, out to Asia. We've got advocates in South Africa, across Africa, who are really interested in what's going on in the technology sector here. Some of those are startup businesses that are looking to expand from, say, Bangalore or New York or Copenhagen to come to London. And also it's an opportunity as businesses grow and expand here, because tech, when you create a tech business, because of the internet, you're global from day one. So as those businesses look to expand overseas, they've got a ready community around the world. So we have Tech Nordic advocates covering the Scandinavian and Baltic markets. We have a Bangalore working group. We have a China working group. And I sense that somebody's approached me to set up TLA Africa.
This is amazing. And what advice would you give to, say for example, what are three kind of tips would you give to a startup or someone who's really want to start up a tech business in London? How would they go about it?
Sure. Well, I think if you're passionate about what you want to do, whether it's a product or service, create a small business plan. What is it that you want to do with it? How do you want to grow this business? And network with people. Find people who can give you help and advice. And there's lots of organizations, including TLA, that have many people who will happily give help and advice or do some mentoring. You may need to find an investor. That might be an angel investor who's willing to invest in your business. We have lots of angel investors in Tech London Advocates, because you might have a great business idea, but you're going to probably need some funding to help get it off the ground. And get into the community. If you're a business in retail, get involved with other retail tech businesses, and they're going to be very open in terms of talking to you about what they've gotten right and where they've messed up. So those are things that I encourage any startup. Network, meet people, be clear about what you want to do, and think about your funding.
And the last question for me is that in terms of Tech London Advocate and Tech London, where do you see the future going?
I can ask that question a lot.
I want to be on top of that curve, so when it's there, I'm like the surf on the top of the wave.
The story I say to people is, look, I set this up when I was 50, and I think proving that you're never too old to be an entrepreneur. When I turn 60, my aim is that our technology sector will still be work in progress, but London is known globally as one of the world-leading technology cities. I hope we have thousands of advocates in the group. I hope we have many more working groups focused on building great businesses and tackling the issues and problems that we have, because every city has them, and the good news is we're working together to fix those issues and problems, so we can look back in a few years and say, this is a great digital and technology city.
Russ Shaw, thank you very much for joining Advantage TV.
Great to be here, Mark. Thank you for having me. Cheers.